There we go, and that goes there, and I'll take my scrumptious reagents, which come in 5 now. Neat. Thank you, Cosmic Sauce. I wonder what Cosmic Sauce would taste like. Space doesn't taste very good generally. I mean, if you ever stick your tongue out while in space, it doesn't taste very good. Tastes mostly like death. So let's see. We've got a desert. We've got 15 pages of worm riding manual. Go to the Copperhead Club and find Shen, the man. Oh my gosh, so many things in the diary. So many quests. But today, I most want to try the sea. We opened it up a while ago, and I think with the power of Black Lung, I think I've got it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick that up first, and then we're going to drink what buffs we can, and we're going to do this thing. Bop. 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 Come on. Am I streaming? I am streaming. Okay, just checking. There we go. Gold mine, go down. Got it. I suppose I could get more, but alright, we'll just stick to the 30. Followed immediately by... What should we be using? Whoops. Oh, crap. Hand slipped. There we go. Alright, what do we want to use? Let's see. Whoops. Drink me? No. Nope. Spell damage plus 15%. Heck yeah. I'll take that. In fact, I'll take multiple of that. Alright, black number 2. Moxie plus 15. Alright, fun. I'll take those too. Okay, what else we want? What else we want? Yeah, sure, why not? Even though it doesn't do much of anything. It's still something. Nope, nothing that boosts the monster level. Definitely not. Sure, I might be finding myself using massive amounts of power this time. No, that mysticality penalty. No. Oh, here we go. Yeah, sure, I'll drink some Texas tea. Why not? Okay. Alright. Alright. Here we go. I need to equipment myself with... Oh, I have to take the Misty Rogue off. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. So the boot is going to be on the sea floor. How deadly do you think it is? I'm going to start with the briny depths. Oh, right, of course. One sec. We'll fix that. We'll fix that. Actually, I'd rather have... If I'm going to go down there... I'm going to take Stobastian with me. And I'm going to put the little bitty bathysphere on him. Okay. It's okay. I'll be... Ouch! Shit. The Black Lung was supposed to protect me! Maybe we can't do this just yet. Ooh, Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I am wearing the wrong equipment. No. I don't need to be dressed up as a Black Knight. I need to be in the most powerful set of equipment I possibly can. Okay, that was my mistake. I guess I'll equip the Elegant Nightstick. Sure, why not? Offhand items, Black Shield. Helps you track progress. Well, I mean, I guess it's as good as anything. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll just equip the black shield. Alright. No, we'll equip the black kettle drum. No, that's good, that's good. You'll do that. Okay. Now, for our pants, we need, I think, the flowing hippie skirt. Yeah, okay, we're probably going to go with this. Alright, we're going to slip over to the nearby plains, and we're going to heal. Arrgh. Okay, so we've got our black lung to protect us. We've got our buffs. We've got the correct equipment this time. There we go. Oh, that's a much more manageable amount of damage. Okay. Right about now, you're attacked by a Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother. Repeat as needed to get the full effect. This is one funky fish. It slaps the water in a syncopated pattern, wiggling its fins and getting down with the music only it can hear. It's harmless, but don't get too close. You'll end up as soul food. You claimed it was harmless. It shakes its tail fin, mocking your lack of rhythm. Ow, your feelings. My lack of rhythm. Alright. I can one-shot them. Okay, that's what I needed to know. A school of wizard fish. Alright. And a little heal, and then kaboom! These really aren't very good stats, considering this eats 2 adventures a shot. Breathing underwater makes it hard to move. No kidding. Oof. Alright. Oh, it survived an attack from me. How can I increase my power right now? Some of my buffs have expired. Let's do it again. Okay, you're the one that kicked my butt last round. Oh, got him this time, though. One shot. Bam. Alright. We're not finding unique, awesome stuff down here either. But sooner or later, there has to be a really cool event, right? You double over coughing and your opponent can't bear the thought of attacking you. Yes. Ha ha ha. And we gained a mysticality point. That's always good. Okay, wizard fish again. But I'm the better wizard here. Yeah, they're not dropping anything. What gives? I'm gonna slink away and recover some HP. I also have to watch my precious MP as it just descends. I suppose there was just drink a pile of soda or something. How much more dangerous are the deeper levels? Whoa! I want to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. So we're gonna have to explore this place. Oh, I don't think I can fight. Oh, it's even more deadlier. Ah. Oh, wow. Okay. It spits a pellet of undigested fish bits at you. Alright, alright, alright. Fine. I'll be back. I'll remember this. Fine. Alright then. So, we're 61% of the way through this. We need 15 pages of the worm writing manual. Into the cellar. What is this? Alright, I'm curious. I thought I was done with Spooky Raven. I thought I was all done with this place. The cellar. The cellar. Yeah, his browser game. I have no idea. I thought I explored that place pretty thorough, but never saw a cellar in it. Huh. No, I think I'm just gonna stick to the desert for now. Yeah. We'll finish exploring this place. Let's see. Ultra hydrated. Yay! Oh, excuse me. Back into the dry desert. Rock Scorpion, we've seen you before. Oh, hey, look, it's one of the pages. Oh, crap, I forgot. Where is my compass? Okay, of course, I can't equip that if I want. Okay, so that means I get a one-handed weapon, so I'll just go with, I don't know. Where is that, thingamabib? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. An elegant nightstick. That'll work. Okay. A swarm of fire ants. This is a swarm of tiny but very dangerous ants. They're angry about being native to the sweltering desert, and they plan to take it out on anybody who gets near them. There's some debate among members of the Loathing Entomologists Guild about what to call a group of these things. Some say a swarm of fire ants, while others suggest ouch, damn it, of fire ants would be more appropriate. I have to say, that second one does seem appropriate. Okay, 2 pages. Oh, no page this time. Yep, Sheen, you. Okay, that's 3. Oh, wait, did I get 2 pages at once? Uh-oh, what's all this? Already sort of thirsty, set out to explore the vast and trackless wastes. You become delirious with thirst, and as you wander aimlessly through the sand dunes, you see a figure up ahead. As you get closer, he disappears and reappears to your left, to your right, and right behind you. You spin around and see that the figure has bronze skin, war paint, feathered headdress, and was wearing nothing but a loincloth. Follow me. I am your spirit guide. He turns and you follow him, silently, until you've lost track of time and space. Just when you feel like you're about to have some deep, searing insight, he turns and seems surprised to find you there. You're still following me? I was yanking your chain, man. I can't believe you fell for that. And he disappears. Great. Not only are you more lost than before, but you're exhausted from all the walking. Holy crap, minus 50% muscle, minus 50% combat initiative. Your dogs are barking. Also, your feet hurt a lot. And as you learned from that jerk sensei you had when you were a teenager, if a man can't stand, he can't fight. Alright. 3 of them. I'm acquiring multiples at once. How many did I need to find again before I could ride the worms? 15, right? Well, oh look, I've got a handy dandy counter. I'm up to 10 already. Oh, what is this? Already sort of oh, we did it again. Got thirsty and kept going. Screw this, I'm an adventurer for crying out loud. We're renowned for our direction sense. You close your eyes and concentrate on picturing yourself on a map of your surroundings. You imagine a big map in front of you stuck in a post on the ground. It shows a vast expanse of featureless desert. So vast, in fact, that it takes up the entire surface of the map. There's a compass rose at the bottom with a little X with a "You are here" above it at the center of the map. You stare for a while and begin at the beige rectangle with the X in the middle of it. Then walk off again, feeling your confidence and your mental navigation skills slip a little. Mysticality minus 95% for 5 adventures? Ugh. Your link with the magic forces underlying the world as we know it is a little fuzzy at the moment. You should concentrate and try again later. Oh dear, oh dear. My mysticality is so horrible right now. Wow. Wow, even my capacity to heal is absolutely wrecked. Okay, we're back in. Power restored. Berzap. Okay, I only need 2 more. Alright, let's go to the Oasis. Back to the extra dry desert. Lots of sand if I try to craft anything out of that. Come on. Oh, we got him. 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 Okay. 98%. The next time I click on it, I've got it. There you go. Our worm writing manual? You actually found all the pages? Let me see. You hand him the pages and he shuffles them in the correct order and inspects them carefully. You've done it. You've returned our worm writing manual. Some call it the very soul of our tribe. I cannot thank you enough. Well, you could thank me plenty by teaching me how to ride a giant, crazy, fanged sandworm like a total badass. Nasser turns to the other freemen, and they whisper among themselves for a short time. Very well. It is unheard of us to share our knowledge with an outsider, but considering that, without your help, we would be unable to properly train further generations of our own people, it is clear that you're deserving. He takes 2 long hook poles from another gnome and hands them to you. These will be your worm-riding hooks. You jam them under one of the worm's armored segments to use as reins. That's pretty hardcore. It sounds difficult. No, that's the easy part. The hard part will be controlling the worm, because they do not like it when you jam hooks into them. Whew, not even a little bit. You spend a few hours going over diagrams and the manual with you, and teaching you the basics of worm control and maintaining your balance while racing through the desert on top of a giant angry sandworm. Eventually, he seems satisfied that you've learned as much of the theory as he can teach you. By the way, you'll need to acquire a drum machine from the creatures in the oasis to summon the worm. Is there anything else I can do for you? No, not at all. Let's get this to 100%. Aha! After a few hours of ineffectually exploring, you collapse, parched in a path of cactus. You remember reading somewhere that you can cut open a cactus to get water out of it. But when you try, it turns out this particular species of cactus contains not water, but powerful poison. I've never seen majorly poisoned before. Holy crap, all abilities minus 90%. Ho, 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 ho. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh. Whoa. That's, that is some powerful poison. Okay. Alright, we're feeling good again. Whew. You're supposed to drink from the barrel cactuses, not the poison cactuses. Alright, let's get ourselves a giant worm. Rocky raccoon. Yeah, no, that's one heck of a poison cactus. Definitely not displaced fish out here. I need to take a moment. We're gonna need to eat. We're gonna have to. There it is, milk of magnesium. Followed by consuming, you know what? Where's the insanely spicy ones? Insanely spicy burritos just seem to work well. I wonder what the difference between the regular ones and the jumping ones were exactly. Alright, 70 adventures. We should be good for a while. Whoops, wrong place. Alright. Come on, give me this drum to summon the giant worm with. Hugo's Weaving Manual. Quest item. My adventurer, it seems that you have been living two lives. In one, you're a peaceful, furry-footed midget living in an idyllic pastoral setting. In the other, you're on an epic quest to save the kingdom from an evil sorceress. One of these lives, Mr. Adventurer, has a future, and one does not. I suggest you forget your quest and concentrate on being the one adventurer to bind these palm fronds. They will unite or they will fall. Palm frond. The leaf of a palm tree. You've never seen any wrist or knuckle trees, but somehow the palm tree makes perfect sense. You can't necessarily read it, but I'm sure you can find at least some other use for it. And at least now you won't need any undersea plants, because with fronds like these, who needs anemones? Huh. I've blasted them with a barbecue sauce at some point. I blasted this thing with a torrent of buffalo sauce. What am I supposed to do with these, I wonder? We'll come back to those. Oh, there we go, a drum machine. Got it. With this, with the press of a button, you can make a gentleman cry, rock a beat to make a hamburger fry. You'll shut it down harmoniously, rocking softly, 808 beats. Yeah, sure, whatever you say, game. Whatever you say, game. Alright, let's see what happens when I use this. You read Hugo's Weaving Manual. Words magically appear as you browse it. It reminds you that weaving is the temporary constructs of a feeble human intellect trying desperately to justify an existence that is without meaning or purpose. Then won't tell you how to weave something until you tell it how many fronds you want to use. 1! Pooh. There's got to be a better place to find them than there, right? Actually, maybe antagonist. Oh, hey, plus 30% combat initiative. Why are fire ants such jerks? Probably because they drink their body weight in this potion. It's guaranteed to fire you up and get your hopes high, particularly if your enemy happens to be a rubber tree plant. Hey all, how's it going? I suppose I should equip these. Unlike most hooks, these won't bring you back. On that you can rely. They're designed for getting under the thick, segmented skin of a sandworm, thereby enabling you to ride on its back. Just don't Just don't try to ride the worm south of the border. You'll find that instead of racing across the desert atop a magnificent beastie, you'll be eating a little worm that's been soaking in the most potent alcohol known to man, and you'll wake up 3 days later missing a kidney. Huh. Oh, wow, two-handed. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, all right. Where's that drum machine? Where's that drum machine? There it is. It just gives you the pyramid, which I've already discovered. So, I mean, okay, all right, fine. You head out in the desert, turn on the bass on the drum machine, and set it to pound out a steady rhythm. Soon, the rushing of sand fills your ears, and you barely manage to jump out of the way as a gigantic sandworm erupts from the surface with an unearthly howl. You run alongside the worm and fasten your hooks into its side, pulling back on one of the rings of chitinous armor and exposing the soft flesh underneath. The worm quickly rolls to keep its exposed flank away from the sand. You're dragged up onto the worm's back, clutching the hooks in a vice grip of fear. Surveying the landscape from the worm's back, several hundred yards in the air, you let out an exhilarated whoop and give the worm a thump with your heels. It howls again and shoots off into the desert at top speed as you laugh triumphantly with the wind whipping your clothes and hair. You do donuts for a few hours, surveying the area from high up and at high speed. Eventually the worm gets tired and vanishes into the sand. And damn it, your hooks were still on there. Oh, well. Well, that was a little adventure now, wasn't it? Alright, I will put my elegant nightstick back in one hand, and my... You know what, actually, I think I prefer the black kettle drum. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, well, we've twice found the small pyramid. You step inside the small pyramid to find, just as your father described, a cunningly carved wooden scale model of Seaside Town. The level of detail is stunning. If you lived there, you'd be able to see your house from here by now. A small socket on the stone floor at the edge of the model appears to be where you're supposed to put the Staff of Ed. Supposedly, sunlight will pass through the gem at the top of the staff and be focused into a specific location of the model, showing you where the ancient pyramid is buried beneath Seaside Town. Neat! Guess you'd better commence in getting that staff then. Oh, dear. Alright, let's pull out the diary and read it. Alright. Oh, wait a sec. Get that off. Okay. Better get a tattoo of this. Oh, come on. That's not... Oh, well, fine. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. Alright, let's see. So, let's read the father's diary. Alright, well, here we go. Yalzari the First. The Holy MacGuffin's resting place is apparently a pyramid buried beneath Seaside Town. The Guardians left a clue as to its exact location. A wooden model of Seaside Town hidden in a smaller pyramid somewhere on the desert beach. But to unlock the clue, I'll need the key. The legendary Staff of Ed. Picture the 3 parts of the Staff of Ed. A gem, an engraved ring, and a staff. The staff has been broken into 3 parts and scattered across the kingdom. Once I've retrieved all 3 parts, I must find the wooden city and use the staff to determine the precise location of the pyramid. Alright, let's look at the pictures. Okay, these pictures make sense now. It is said that the hidden temple in the distant woods may hold many ancient secrets. I have reason to believe that the Staff of Ed is hidden there. Discover a passage about the temple in a book on ancient religious architecture. Appears to contain notes about it, of some kind of ritual. Significant. Yeah, I never did figure out what the ancient temple was about. Uh-huh. It's a Pikachu! Oh. Luce majors. Orthre vesti manis is... Translation. The gesture of the elders. Throw your hands up in the air and wave them like you do not care. The word of the elders. A few times I've been around this track, so it's not just gonna happen like that. Let me hear you say this is. The trust of the elders we do not. A trail has led me to the home of a wealthy seaside town man who apparently possesses a gem from the staff. He refuses to see me, but I did discover a note left in a scrap of paper in a book he returns to the library across the street from the sleazy back alley. It contains, among other things, a fragment of sheet music. Curious. Fork. I screwed up. Okay. Okay. See, we know we can find some of these at that cloud castle. My informant has revealed the location of the two halves of the talisman of Namsilit, key to the legendary palindrome. Sure that you don't want that to be palindrome? Alright, palindrome. They're currently in the hands of the nefarious Copperhead brothers, Ron and Shen. Shen was last seen at the Copperhead Club in Seaside Town, while Ron is rumored to have taken up with the Red Army in the Mountain Zeppelin base. The password is swordfish. My research has revealed the fact that the palindrome is the last resting place of the famed pool shark Rudolph Saturated Fats, or at least his pool cue, the Staff of Fats. It's widely rumored that it wasn't originally a pool cue, but that Fats had modified an old staff he found in an antique store. This explains his pool prowess. Perhaps the cue was actually the Staff of Ed. The pirate showed me this rubbing. They're not sure where it come from, and the bottom is missing. Still might be useful. This is going to be quite something. That's for sure. So we have the pyramid. Well, if there's a red army at a mountain, it would have to be over here. Yeah? No. Oh, there it is. Oh, hey, look at that. The Red Zeppelin's moorings. Should we start there? I think I should start there. Massive zob of Zeppelin protesters. You know what? While we're here, let's do our daily. And by the way, I bought a crap ton of skeleton keys because they were at the mall for dirt cheap. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll use them. Do I still have black lung from the mine? Vampire clam. As long as it doesn't get a water stone and become a cloister. Skeleton keys. I have way too many. You know what? I'm just gonna ignore it. Ow, again. You know, why do we even bother trying to proceed forward cautiously? It never works out. Alright. I have 1 hit point left. Ah, that's plenty. Too much humanity. Yeah. Yeah, especially since I'm a bug type today. There are no more skills for me to buy, unfortunately. Crap, I wanted to read that. Ah, crap, what did it say? It probably said something critically important. You're fighting a blue oyster cultist. You pass a guy in a blue hood and robe who is waving a sign and chanting angrily, "Stop the Zeppelins! Long live the oyster!" he shouts. Apparently the Red Army Zeppelin's mooring post is on sacred ground, according to the cult. Is the spot upon which the blue oyster will descend after its millennium-long journey through the stars, the very spot where the Black Sabbath will begin, when the time of reaping is at hand. Blue oyster cults do not fear the reaping, but they fear that the blue oyster won't come at all if the Red Army doesn't back off. I really wonder what it's like for people, like if you translated this game into another language and they weren't able to get all these references. We're not doing good damage here. Oh, hey, a cigarette lighter. There's a lot of... A Jefferson pilot. This woman is the slickest, most graceful jet pilot of Jefferson Airlines, Limited Liability Company. The company's fortunes have been rising in recent years. They're even considering developing ships for intergalactic travel. But the Red Army's investment in Zeppelins is dragging the airplane economy down. If this pilot can't turn the tide, she's going to have trouble feeding the hungry mouths at home, to say nothing of feeding her own head. Fleet Woodsman. This woodsman, like a lumberjack but more Renaissance festival, is one of the fastest woodcutters of the age. But now his favorite forest is being cut down by the Red Army to provide timber for building the interior structures of the Zeppelins. He imagines a tomorrow in which there are no more trees to cut down, and he can't stop thinking about that tomorrow. What if he has to find a different line of work? He's afraid of changing because he's built his life around those trees. What life? I just blasted him. He's gone. An eagle? Just an eagle. Red Army's construction of the Zeppelin mooring tower displacing a number of eagle areas in the region. It also drove off the evil's natural prey, the Lynard. Needless to say, the eagles are finding it hard to take it easy about all this, and they're ready to take it to the limit to get that tower torn down, even if most of the Lynards are already gone. Oh, hey, eagle's milk. You didn't even know it was a thing. I told you that Zeppelin was going to screw with the environment. Eagles with mammatory glands. There's nothing strange about that. That sounds normal, yes. She stops attacking to work on a proposal for the city built entirely of rock and roll. You point out that rocks and rolls would be kind of hard to cement, at a bare minimum to keep them together, but she's uninterested in your critique. You find yourself in a middle group of protesters waving Molotov cocktails around. Hey, you say, their eyes narrow as they turn to you in unison. They might, not be the best idea, don't you think? What do you mean? Well, let's just say that maybe Vyacheslav Molotov and Count Ferdinand von Zeppelin wouldn't be the best of friends if they met. In fact, they might explode and kill us all if they were to get together. Sounds to me like you spent too much time reading books and not enough time trying to break down the system, says a particularly mean-looking Lanyard Skinner. In fact, I'm beginning to suspect you don't belong here at all. Yeah, I'm totally one of you guys. You grab 3 Molotov cocktails from a nearby Molotov cocktail crate and pour them down the pants of the 3 nearest protesters, who are forced to go back to their houses to change pants. Cool prank! This guy's wearing the fur hat and a fur coat, and is holding a big sign that reads, "Save the Lynard habitat." Apparently the Red Army's Zeppelin Tower is endangering the Lynards' natural breeding ground, And since this guy makes a living skinning them and selling the fur, he's not about to give that up without a fight. He hears the mating call of a Lionheart in heat and goes to see if he can trap and cage the beast. That's a fumble. He tries to skin you and fails. No! Note to self, do not fight people who are used to skinning things. Fleetwood chain. Somebody made a chain out of wood? Enough references in this place to, I don't even know what. In the middle of a crowd of protesters, you find a park bench. Weird, they must have wanted to be able to take breaks from protesting to feed the ducks. Anyway, you could probably sit down and give some of the protesters the stink eye, which is the third most popular thing to do while sitting on a park bench. You eye the protesters with as much bad intent as you can muster. You manage to creep out 3 of them so much that they leave. I wonder how many of these there are total. Alright, you were tough. I think you're just resistant to the types of damage that I deal. Oh, what's this? You notice a hedgerow just inside the perimeter of the protest. Seems like it'd be a good place to hide, and then jump out last minute to scare a bunch of protesters off. You don't really blend in well enough to do any serious hiding. You manage to make some scary noises and scare 3 of the protesters away. But you can't shake the feeling that you could have been more effective if you were like, I don't know, some kind of sneaky wildlife that's good at hiding in bushes. Man, this is some mob of protesters. I still haven't gotten through it. Fire of unknown origin. Jar contains a weird green flame. You have no idea where it came from. We didn't start the fire. Oh, right, these things. Stupid things. Alright, I have to step back and let me see, what are we gonna do? I guess we're just gonna drink a bunch of MP restoring items, because at this point I've got a ton of them. I've got so many items. I'm not even sure where they are. Crud. Under consumables? Ah, here we are. This is what we're looking for. Sure. I'll drink a bunch. There! You drink the creepy ginger ale. Bubbles tickle your nose, and the ginger clears your sinuses, and the creepy makes you shudder a bit. Alright. So we'll just go right back into the Zeppelin protesters and smashes them. Airline pilots have this whole weird... Oh, okay. I see. It's a battle item that does 20 points of sleaze damage. Hey, an eagle feather. Plus 20% item drop from monsters for 20 adventures. Huh. Oh, here we go. Oh, nope, it's these again. Alright, some more. Some more. Oh my gosh, how many protesters can there possibly be? It's just a Zeppelin, guys. Good grief. It's not even made out of lead or anything. What's your problem? Holy crap, it just won't stop. Holy crap, I've burned through a ton of adventures. Well, they've thinned out quite a bit. I feel like I'm fighting an army again. At least I'm getting more of those kind of events now. Always happy to have a 3-for-1. Even if it doesn't give me stat points. Oops, crap. Hold on, where'd it go? Susstorm! I need you! Yeah, let's keep... Yeah, as my character so aptly pointed out, let's not have any Modelov cocktails meet this thing, huh? Great, how are we looking now? Ugh, we're gonna have to drink our way through this fight. But I want to go back to the sea and try again. No, there's no way I'm gonna do the sea today. Oh! You survey the scene and see that the mob is cleared out, or been forcibly cleared out by you, enough that you can finally get to the Red Zeppelin, and you do a little Misty Mountain hop over the last few slain enemies as you approach the boarding ramp. You sneak aboard the Zeppelin, hoping you can hold off being discovered by the Red Army long enough that you can painstakingly assemble clues as to what the army's up to. And you might even find Ron Copperhead. You sneak into a seat, checking the magazine pocket of the back seat in front of you. It contains a pamphlet called Project Red Zeppelin Brief. Well, it makes it easier than you were expecting. Thumbing through the brief, you find that the Red Zeppelin is the front line in a full-scale Red Army assault on the kingdom. The Zeppelin's full of Red Army troops and dignitaries, including Copperhead himself. Now all you have to do is fight an entire army, find a probably insane and bloodthirsty leader, and Bob's your uncle. You're fighting a Red Butler. You duck into one of the officers' quarters of the Red Zeppelin, startling a man in a crisp red tuxedo who is ironing a newspaper. Did Sir forget his hat? Hold on now. You are not Sir. What are you doing barging into Sir's quarters before he's had his morning paper? Look, I'm an adventurer and I'm looking for... Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. He looks wistfully at the white carpet. Sadly, I'll have to spend this afternoon cleaning blood out of the carpet. Again. He then runs at you, iron raised and ready to strike, while it's hot. You ask what that weird big piece of paper is he's ironing, and he explains what newspaper is. He thinks about punching you in the solar plexus, but doesn't want to dirty his suit with your vomit. He tries to clock you with the iron, but it's an iron, not a clock. He tries to mop the floor with you, but you're not water absorbent enough to make a good mop. He prepares the perfect cup of tea, pauses to drink it, then continues. Yeah, butlers just aren't meant for combat, I guess. Hayatai the Battle Butler, he was not. Alright, it's booze time. I guess we'll go with these. They give a good amount of adventures, I guess. And now we must suffer through the remaining adventures while completely... most of the way wasted. Okay, I can afford a 3. A gin and tonic to finish. Okay. 57 remaining adventures. You're fighting a man with the red buttons. This is one of the most mysterious operatives in the Red Army. His face is unremarkable. You wouldn't be able to pick him out of a lineup if you saw him again. His uniform is the same nondescript crimson as the rest of the Red Army. The only difference is he has 4 big bright red buttons on his coat. Anybody who asks them why tends to die quickly and messily. It is speculated that each button stands for man he's killed, or battleship he's sunk, or a game of canasta he's won. But I'm not about to ask him. He stands there, sizing you up, polishing one of the buttons. He sweeps your legs out from under you without you even seeing his foot move. Ow. One of his bright red buttons falls off his coat, and he stops fighting, retrieves it, and meticulously sews it back on with a spool of crimson thread and a bright red needle. Red people? Maybe. I assume they were communists, but, you know, I guess they could just be a whole bunch of Satan's children or something. Who knows? You rifle through your fallen foe's possession, looking for any clue of the leader's whereabouts, and you find a note reading, "Do not enter Ron's cabin for any reason whatsoever." Hey, look, it's a red box. Some red boxes contain an extremely limited selection of movies that haven't hit Netflix yet, but this one contains gear for the Red Army troops. Oh, hey, 3 red buttons. Neat. Combat item. Deal physical damage based on how many of them you have. Huh. You know, the story of Red Box is actually really weird. Do you know where Red Box came from? I've never even used a Red Box, but it's funny that I just happen to know this. But you know how it is. I pick up all kinds of weird information over time. Red Box, if memory serves, came from McDonald's. McDonald's wanted some kind of vending machines, but they didn't want to vend snacks because they were already selling food. So they tried to come up with something that they could vend. Then I think what did they do? They partnered with Coinstar or something. And I think they sold it off. They don't own it anymore, but they invented it. I believe. I don't know why they called it Red Box and not, I don't know, McDonald's DVDs or something. But that's what they called it, and that's what they colored it. Alright. A red herring. This guy's a private in the Red Army. He's not even a private first class. He's still in steerage. Still, something about him seems incredibly important and significant to this whole endeavor. Perhaps he's the key to finishing off this quest. Probably not. Red skeleton! Ah! Looks like the Red Army is dabbling in necromancy to turn the tide of the war. This is a magically animated skeleton that's been painted bright red, from its red toes to his red jawbone. It clacks red teeth at you, ready to supplement its natural redness with a little of your blood. Oh, that's assuming that you're not blue-blooded. Red Army also has skeletons putting on shows to entertain children, but this one seems more likely to disembowel you than put on a puppet show for you. Oh, I should actually let it hit me a whole bunch. Oh, hey, look, red blood cells. So we were in the Black Forest and had all kinds of adventures there. Oh, wow, this gives me 5 to 10 hit points per adventure. These things, combined with plasma and White Stripes album, make up 100% of your blood. Well, let's see. Go ahead. Give me a bonk. What can you do? Throws a punch, which misses. Fortunately, the second punch he was throwing while you were distracted also misses. He tries to misdirect you, but you don't take misdirections from anyone. Ooh, wow. He distracts you with a clumsy punch and pulls a red pistol from his coat, then levels you with 4 shots straight to the face. Kaboom. Another red box. He elbows you in the skull, almost as hard as being shot 4 times in the face. Whacks you in the funny bone with a humorous. You don't find it especially comical. Wow, this thing actually really fights. Pokes me in the eye, kicks me in the shin bone. Ah! Let's take him down. Red eye. This is a red eye ball about the size of a grape. Huh. Seeing red. 20 adventures. Wow. It's pretty good, but it makes it so monsters will always hit you. So, hey, look, another man with the red buttons. I thought he only had 4, and I just found 5. The Weasel Copperhead. I found him! Oh, it's Ron Weasley, then? A huge armchair spins around to reveal a pale, orange-haired man sitting and stroking a huge brown rat. So you're the one that's been making such a ruckus aboard my little airship, he says. You've really thrown off our timetable, you know. All right. What are you and what's your game? Ginger? Is that what they're calling it now? I suppose we'll have to change the name of our army, he muses. They used to call me Redhead, because I had orange hair. Oh, what folly. So I formed the Red Army. Soon we'll take the big mountains and the plains and the whole kingdom, and they'll never laugh at Ron the Weasel Copperhead again. With that, he picks up his rat he was stroking and swallows it whole. No, not Gabbers. Okay. He pulls a copperhead snake from his coat and flings it at you. It bites your shoulder and your face before you can charm it. He calls a couple of red-headed goons to beat you like a red-headed stepchild. The irony is not lost on you, especially when they beat you with a tire iron. Where did that horrible expression come from, anyway? I could probably puzzle it out, but it's going to be something absolutely horrible, probably. Ron Copperhead slumps over, hissing and writhing. You may beat me, he says through clenched teeth, but the Red Army will rise. Our hair is red, red as blood, red as flame. What's the matter with you? What's your humanity? Oh, the humanity. I reject humanity. I embrace the snake within. Like a snake, we rise from the ashes. I think you're thinking about phoenixes, right? The bird rising from the metaphorical ashes? No, I'm not speaking metaphorically at all. He reaches over and knocks down one of the hydrogen tanks used to keep the Zeppelin inflated. No, don't, you say, before you can stop him. He flicks a lighter at the canister rockets across the floor. Flames, spewing flame in every direction. If the Zeppelin goes down, he says, coughing, it goes down in flames. Not a helium Zeppelin. A hydrogen Zeppelin. You know, like the Hindenburg. Uh-huh. To anyone planning on building their own evil Zeppelin of world domination, do not use hydrogen. I know hydrogen's easy to find. All you have to do is decompose water, you know, take some water, put electricity in it, boom, you got oxygen and hydrogen. But don't use that to make your Zeppelins fly. It's an error. We have proven in history that it is definitely a mistake. Do not do this thing. Also, yes, water is in fact highly flammable if you break it apart into its components. It's just one of those things. Through fire and flames. Oh, hey, look! I have one piece. Now I need the other. Oh. Never mind. I guess it's just fine. It didn't go kaboom. It just kind of went, They're a little bit on fire now. It's fine. Alright, I guess we need to find the Copperhead Club now. Well, that would be over here. Where's this so-called Copperhead Club? Oh. It's on the wrong side of the tracks back in my main town. I see. Oh, okay. Do the Copperhead Club, then. Your father's diary suggested that you find the entrance to the mysterious palindrome. You'll need the Copperhead charms, which were likely handed down to the Copperhead twins, Shen and Ron, by their father. Considering that they have the same name and all, it does seem like a reasonable guess. Shen Copperhead isn't listed in the local telephone directory, but you find a nightclub called the Copperhead Club, located on the wrong side of the tracks. It's right across the It's right near that library, across from a sleazy back alley. Actually, you're not surprised you never noticed it before. Oh, you're surprised you never noticed it before. It's a real high-class joint, it turns out, and is decorated in a sort of Far East theme, complete with giant brass gongs, paper lanterns hanging from the rafters, and hostesses in 2 small silk kimonos. The place is also full of high-ranking mob goons. This Shen guy must have some heavy underworld connections. You grab a passing waiter's elbow and ask him where you can find Shen Copperhead. He looks you up and down, then nods his head towards a corner of the room. "Be careful," he mutters as you leave. Shenron? Ah! I didn't catch that. Yeah. So. But it doesn't seem to have any Dragon Balls. Oh no. You find Shen surveying the room from his corner of the table, dressed in an immaculate tuxedo and flanked by 2 lean and whip-like bodyguards, who look much more intelligent than your typical mob bruisers. Not that that's a high bar. "Mr. Copperhead, may I have a minute or 2 of your time?" "Why, certainly. I'd be delighted." He favors you with a slight bow and oily smile as he gestures at the chair in front of you. Yeah, just Hadriex will do, Mr. Copperhead." "Oh, then please, call me Shen." "And how do you know my name?" "I know the names of everyone here. You would not have been permitted entry to my club otherwise." "That doesn't answer my question." What was it that I could do for you?" "I'm looking for the Copperhead charms, and I have reason to believe that you have one of them." "Oh, you're well informed. And what would you do with it if I were to give it to you? Why do you want it?" It belongs in a museum?" "No." "But it was your father who was the great archaeologist. You are a mere adventurer." "Mere? Well, if that's how you feel about it. So that's how you knew my name. You knew my father." "By reputation only. My father and yours were, shall we say, acquaintances?" "And by acquaintances you mean rivals or enemies?" Shen's lips twists in a sneer. "My father had no enemies, none who lasted long enough to be called such." You resist the urge to roll your eyes. "Shen, this barter's fun and all, but let's cut to the chase." "Yes, let's. I will give you my Copperhead charm, but you must give me something in return. I want an artifact known as the Shield of Brook, hidden away for centuries in the unquiet graves. Find it and bring it to me, and I will offer you the Copperhead charm in return." What if I just bop him over the head really hard and take it? "Excellent!" He claps his hands to summon a waiter, who brings a glass of champagne for each of you. "Let's toast to our new business and new acquaintances." You down the glass of champagne. Oh, please don't. Okay, it didn't touch my alcohol level. Okay, good. Which honestly tastes a bit off, though you figure it'd be more polite to not say anything. Oh, great. You've been poisoned. Until, that is, one of Shen's bodyguards starts to snicker. Shen is grinning like a shark, and the other bodyguard bursts out laughing at your nonplussed expression. "What's so funny?" "I have a new deal for you," Shen says with a malicious glitter in your eye. "How about you bring me the artifact I asked for, and instead of the Copperhead charm, I'll give you the antidote to the poison you drank." You required intrinsic, ancient, annoying serpent poison. It's nothing. It's -5 to my stats. It's literally like nothing. are poisoned with the venom of a long-extinct serpent whose poison was so deadly that a tiny vial of it would fetch millions of meat on the modern black market. Fortunately, it takes a really, really long time to kill you. In the meantime, it's just sort of a minor nuisance. What the? You son of a... I got you pretty good, eh, sucker? You push back your chair, preparing to dive across the table to jerk. Bodyguards be damned. But just then, someone on the other side of the room pops a champagne cork, startling a particularly twitchy gangster. The gangster whips out a Tommy gun and mows down another gangster in a fit of berserk paranoia. After that, all hell breaks loose. Shen and his bodyguards disappear in the rampaging crowd, still laughing. I have a mildly annoying poison now. Well. It's okay, these enemies here are no... Oh, wow, that did not go down in one hit. Oh. Well, that was easy. Hi. Hi, I'm back. Mog Penguin Capo. This is one of the heads of the Penguin Mafia, just under Don Pygoskales himself. He comes to the Copperhead Club because their spaghetti is the best in the kingdom. They have good happy hour specials, and no one minds when he flips out and sprays the entire room with fire from his Tommy gun. In fact, gunfire is such a common occurrence at the club that there are ammunition vending machines in the bathrooms. You're caught in a hail of bullets. A hailstone-sized bullet hits you right in the calf. Not me calf. Oh, hey, look, a Tommy gun. Two-handed weapon. Oh, not bad damage. If you're deaf, dumb, and blind, you should probably get this kind of gun. It's the kind of gun that basically shoots everywhere all the time. Or, you know, take up pinball instead of mass murder. You're fighting a waiter dressed as a ninja. This is an ordinary waiter dressed as a silent, unstoppable killing machine. He's a lousy waiter because he's always lurking in the shadows, but he's a lousy ninja because he doesn't have any ninja training. But he's the owner's nephew, so no one's fired him yet. Oh no, I got hit in the eye with a bullet. Seems like bullets are just going to be a constant thing here. He swings some nunchaku around, but it's clear he doesn't know what he's doing. Throws a shuriken at you. I like this guy. Quinn Collins, the bartender. This guy spent 6 months at Bartending Academy, then 4 more years doing graduate study work in mixology. He's got a lot of bold ideas for new cocktails made with vacuum infusion, blowtorching, freezing with liquid nitrogen, electric shock, and actually using that dusty bottle of Galino in the back of the bar. So he's understandably annoyed that the local clientele order nothing but martinis and only tip in ricocheting bullets. Can you teach me all your secrets, sir? Oh, too late. Yes. This is one of the performers of the Copperhead Club. She wears very little and dances with 2 very big fans, so that the fans can cover up the parts of her that the customers are most interested in seeing. I'll have you know that fan dancing is an art, and that she studied for years to perfect her technique. Also, she has an IQ of 180 and builds working Stirling engines in her spare time. So spare me the outrage, please. This is the second reference to an obscure type of engine that nobody... Well, actually, I can't say nobody uses them. An obscure type of engine that these days is most useful to submarines trying to be really, really silent. Like, seriously. It's a 200-year-old design that we kind of went with boilers instead. Oh, not my arse. Doggone it. Stupid bullets. Shen Copperhead, the jerk. It looks like the chaos of the Copperhead Club is finally dying down. I don't even care about the cure to the poison. I just need the other quest item, okay? You can keep the antidote. It doesn't matter. I mean, have you seen the way she drinks? She wasn't expecting to live a long and fruitful life anyway. Intrinsics. This is a category? Huh. It looks like the chaos in the Copperhead Club is finally dying down. The bartenders are sweeping up the broken glass, the musicians are tuning their spare instruments, and the remaining mob goons are sitting back down to their overpriced pasta dinners as janitors drag the bodies out the back door to be stacked next to the dumpsters. Shen and his bodyguards are back at the corner table. They give you the smuggest, smirkiest grins as you approach. Grins that you would never tire of kicking in the teeth, should you get such an opportunity. Well, I mean, there are I can't remember now. I know that there is some poisons that you would just be advised to immediately drink alcohol. Like poisons are like weird, like what you do in different ones. Like there's some that you just immediately want to induce vomiting. There's others where inducing vomiting is the worst thing you can do. There's others that there's just there's a lot of things that our bodies were just not designed to ingest. Welcome back. You retrieved the item I wanted. Yeah, I got it. Now, don't be a sore loser. He places a glass vial of blue liquid on a large Lazy Susan in the middle of the table. You sullenly put the artifact on your side of the Lazy Susan. One of the bodyguards rotates at 180 degrees. Shen looks over the artifact with an extremely satisfied expression and hands it to the other bodyguard to pack away in a briefcase as you uncork the little vial. You start to drink it, then stop to glare at Shen. He smiles innocently and gestures for you to continue. Oh no, it's a second dose. Now the poison is twice as bad. No. There. Now we both have what we wanted. Not quite. Oh yes. You need my Copperhead charm. Very well. It would be rude of me to make you leave empty-handed. I'll give you the charm if you'll run another little errand for me. You're such a jerk. Beggars can't be choosers. Bring me the lacrosse stick of Lacerondo, hidden away for centuries in the Smut Orc logging camp. Then I'll give you the Copperhead charm. I have your word on that, Shen? My word of honor. Here, let's drink. No, do not. The waiter brings 2 glasses of champagne and sets them on the Lazy Susan in front of you and Shen. Hold it right there, you say as Shen reaches for the glass. You rotate the turntable, switching the 2 glasses and fix them with a cold shit. Don't. This is going to be a Princess Bride kind of thing where he poisoned both cups. Come on now. Takes the glass, downs champagne. You grudgingly follow suit. All right, there, it's settled. I'll bring you your sacred whatever in exchange for the Copperhead shard. Think again, dummy. I put the poison in the other glass this time. I can't believe you went for it. Why? Why did you drink it? Why did you drink it? Why? Why would you do that? You deserve this for being dumb. You jump out of a chair and reach for Shen's neck, but one of his bodyguards flips the table up with a swift block, blocking your path and sending you staggering backwards into a busboy who drops a tray of glasses. This combination of sound of breaking glass, the sight of a table being flipped over, incites the crowd to brawling again, and Shen and his men slip away from you in the crush of bodies and hail of bullets. No, we'd have to be a bug type. Or a grass type. I was a bug type earlier, but apparently that wore off. Huh. A rattlesnake. You make your way into the deepest cracks of the Smut Orc's valley. A description you vow never to use again. To the resting place, a lacrosse stick of La Carando. The air stinks of body spray and hair gel down here. But you see the stick resting on an altar shaped to look like a giant popped collar. Before you reach for it, though, you hear a thwap, 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 and turn to hear the dreaded rattlesnake. It shakes its paddle on its tail, bares its fangs, and prepares to strike. And then just kind of gets blasted. Sports historians still tell the tales of that fateful game against La Coronado State, and how different the political landscape of the modern world might be if that idiot goalie hadn't insisted on using a stick made of solid gold. Third time's the charm? Don't get poisoned again. Come on, just don't drink anything. She can't help herself. She just... Alcohol? Of course I'll drown alcohol. March across the floor of the Copperhead Club and towards Shen's table, brushing angrily past a waiter who's trying to figure out how to get a broken ninja down from the rafters. Here's your friggin' artifact, jerk face, you say, throwing it at Shen. One of his bodyguards catches it and puts it away. Oh, don't be such a poor sport, as he tosses you another vial of antidote. I was just playing with you after all. Come on, have a seat, drink your antidote, and we'll discuss the Copperhead charm. Wishing to hell that looks could kill you, sit down across from Shen. You drink the antidote he gave you. Once again proves to be the real deal. There, you see. All better. Honestly, it's like you adventurers can't even take a joke. Give me the Copperhead charm, Shen. I'm not putting up with any more of this crap. Okay, no more games. Just one more thing I need to complete my little collection. Bring me the Stankara stone, hidden away for centuries in the Bat Rat and Rat Bat burrow. And I'll give you the Copperhead charm for real this time. He claps his hand, and the waiter brings an unopened bottle of champagne and 2 glasses. Shen unwraps the bottle, pulls the cork, and fills the glasses, then pushes both glasses towards you. Here you are, both perfectly safe, I promise. No. Oh, come on. Finally, we learned something. We have to drink to seal the deal. You don't think I'm going to pull any tricks 3 times in a row, do you? Yes, absolutely. You pull a flask out of your pocket and take a drink from that instead. Shen shrugs and drinks one of the glasses of champagne. One of his bodyguards drink the other. I'll make sure this will be a profitable arrangement for both of us. And why don't I believe that? Maybe because I just poisoned you again, stupid! What the hell? I didn't drink your champagne. Yeah, that's bullshit. Okay, that is bullshit. That is bullshit. Shen's bodyguards are laughing so hard, tears are streaming down their faces. That waiter you bumped into picked your pocket. He switched the flasks. My sides are splitting. You storm out of the club, pausing only to grab your flask back from the waiter, who's holding it out with a sheepish expression on his face. With a punch, you stumble backwards, arms windmilling, and crashes. He stumbles backwards, arms windmilling, and crashes into a mobster's table. You don't bother to stay and witness the violent chain reaction that results. The bat hole. No, bat hole. This is the right place, right? The Bat Rat and Rat Bat burrow. Yep, this is the place. Stupid, pathetic, weak bats. Rats. Yeah, but the last one was bullshit. Ooh, the bat snake. All these things I'm fighting snake monsters. Your nostrils twitch as a foul odor invades them. It smells like the latrine at the hippie folk music festival in Hobopolis. It smells like the garbage can behind O'Reilly's Cheese and Tuna Emporium. It doesn't smell good at all. You find a smaller cave off to the side, and the Dankara stone fills your vision as its stench invades every nook and cranny of your sinus cavities. You reach for it, but a snake you had mistaken for a sculpture uncoils around the stone, flapping its bat wings, hitching and screeching as it half flies, half slithers towards you. Na. This thing. Alright. This stone was said to fight disease by repelling mosquitoes, which it did, but only because it smelled really bad. And it was kind of a net loss anyway, because the stone is also covered with disease. Oh, well, shit, I'm giving that to these guys. Here you go. Please, rub your face all over this stone. Bread chucks. Is it a weapon or a food? It's a weapon. It's a one-handed flail. Oh, wow. Oh, it can be used as a combat item. I see. Pretty potent one, but not as potent as me just casting. So, shuriken salad? I'll bet when you're eating salad, you're thinking, I'm pretty much definitely not about to get attacked by a buttload of shurikens. Well, surprise! This is a combat item that does a crap ton of damage. What? Shen? Pull something? Oh, how could you even suggest such a thing? Well, are we going to poison him this time? You stride across the almost entirely wrecked interior of the Copperhead Club. Broken glass and bullet casings crunching under your feet the whole way to Shen's table. Ah, good. Good to see you again, he says, laughing and holding up a vial of antidote in one hand and a bottle of champagne with a big red ribbon on the label that says, totally not poisoned champagne on the other. Did you bring me a present? Don't give him a present. Just kill him and take the antidote. You grab the edge of the table and throw it aside. You smash the artifact over Shen's head. His bodyguards jump to their feet as he goes sprawling. There you go. But you clock one of them with the bottle of champagne, and you pick up the flaming shish kebab from the nearby waiter's serving tray. The other one, Risley, runs away. You crouch next to Shen and pick up the vial of antidote. Okay, you got me that time. So we're even now? No. No, we're not. You proceed to beat 9 kinds of hell into him until he tells you where the Copperhead charm is. It turns out he had it in his jacket pocket the whole time. What a douchebag, you mutter as you stomp out of the now completely wrecked and empty nightclub. Success! Now burn the place down. Bury it in sauce. There's so much Worcestershire sauce it flows into all the nearby buildings. Oh, I think I might have forgotten to visit my rumpus room yesterday. Collect a few things. There we go. Announcements. Don't care. Okay, let's see if we can put these together. I might need to use meat paste or something. Combine. There you go. A little Ouroboros. Done up as an infinity symbol. That's fine. The unwieldily named, I can't pronounce that, resembles a snakehead eating the head of the opposite side. Well, not exactly an Ouroboros, but whatever. Snakes eating snakes. Okay, so. There's still something about a cellar in Spooky Raven Manor. Is that part of this particular set of quests? Or should I go into the hidden temple? A throwing spoon. is it? But where is it in the world? It's not here. It's not here. It's not here. I doubt it's in those places. Well, let's go into the ancient hidden temple. So we're looking for a Pikachu or something. 21 more shots. Aha! You find a part of the temple where the floor is collapsed into a network of caves beneath. Thinking it's about as good a time as any to get your networking done, you carefully climb down the collapsed floor and begin to explore. There's a 3-right junction, one lit by an eerie glow. Okay, we've done this before. I don't remember what led to what, though. Let's try the growling. You're fighting a clan of cave bears! Yay! Follows on the growling until it seems that it's coming all around you. Then it reveals itself to literally be coming from all around you's entire clan of cave bars. Open their eyes and advance towards you from every side. Not bears, bars. Cave bars. Okie dokes. Oh, those good stats anyway. Come on, where am I going to find a Pikachu in here? We're using up our adventures fast. Good grief. We're just burning them all away. The glowering. Effect hidden power. Plus 15 to all stats for 5 adventures. You head down a face-ringed passage, encountering more and more faces along the way until you're absolutely certain that these faces were carved by the people who originally built the temple, rather than forming spontaneously. You eventually reach a massive chamber dominated by an underground lake surrounded by dozens of fountains in the shape of massive carved heads, with water pouring down their tongues into the lake. Upon closer inspection, however, you realize the water is flowing not down their tongues, but up them. This lake must be the source of the magic that powers all these traps and things in the temple above, you say aloud to yourself. If this water is magic enough to flow up these statues' tongues, it must be magic enough to flow up yours. I mean mine. You test the theory by dipping your tongue in the lake. A burst of water surges upwards into your mouth, down your throat, filling you with power and water. Which reminds you, you need to pay your power and water bills. You should get out of this cave and do that. Or, you know, take all the water away so the traps and stuff stop being powered, and then you can explore this place in safety. But, whatever. Alright. So I know I did all of these. Me? What? Internet service provider? We used to have Mosquito Net back in the day when that was a thing, but that got bought out by, oh, jeez. GCI. GCI is what we use these days. Our options are GCI and AT&T around here. There's no other options, and GCI is pretty good, I guess. Expensive, but other than that, I can't really complain, and we are out of adventures for today. We'll have to continue tomorrow. I have a lot of things Maybe what I need to do is place this in Spooky Raven Manor. Yes, that would actually make perfect sense. I'm out of adventures now. But if I planted it out here, maybe then I could climb to the cellar. That might be a thing. There's a lot of things. I've got a lot of possible stuff. Well, anyway. I am done for today. So, until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Bye.